How's it going, guys? It's Skoks. Welcome back to the latest edition of Chicago Blackhawks Central. What a game. Just reacting to the 4-2 win versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. Great stuff. Real, real great stuff tonight. Yeah, so I'm Skoks. You can follow us at Chicago Blackhawks YT on Twitter uh, for the newest news and rumors. Extremely in tune with the team, the beat reporters. We have everything there um, updated, and it's all ready to go. Yeah, so let's get into this game here. Tuesday night, instant reaction about an hour after the game ended. Um, wasn't expecting to win this game tonight, but man, when Bedard gets on the board with an assist, secondary assist, first NHL game, Korchinski first game of his career. It's just great to get a win, on your first game. Um, so a little pregame stuff, kind of funny when Bedard's hitting the ice, taking their rookie laps. It seemed like he forgot his stick, but I guess it's some superstition that he leaves his stick like upside down out in the hallway so that it's not touching the floor. But someone brought it back to the room, so it seemed like he forgot it. Funny clip from Sportsnet here, and it's on our profile. So good stuff, behind the scenes type of stuff. But the game started out pretty uh, even. Pressure on both ends. Penguins got on the board. I'm not sure on the timestamp here, but it was fairly early. And it was a weird goal too. It just like sneaks in past Mrazek, like off the post. Kind of seemed like it didn't go in actually, and they didn't call it goal. First off, they did have to review it, and it's pretty obvious that it hit the back post. It was just like such an awkward angle and a quick shot that they just didn't really see it from that angle. But 1-0 early on, that's all right. Played hard, still played hard during that. A lot of power play opportunities here for the Hawks early on, and even like later in the game, trying to get back into it. But a 4 minute power play, double minor, I believe, on Tyler Johnson. I think it was supposed to be a high stick, but the stick was actually lower, and then Tyler Johnson's like falling over, so it did catch his nose like area and a little blood from that, but was not called a penalty there. So it's interesting, but end of the first period, 1-0, Penguins lead. Few notes on that first period. Bedard was the best Hawks player. He was making things happen, shots on net, carrying the puck into the zone, cycling around in the ozone. Great stuff. And what Joe and I were talking about a few days ago, and I think I brought it up like during preseason. I think Bedard did take it back a bit with his like zone rushes, with his shooting, um, really. And tonight, I mean, he was firing on all cylinders. He had like 11 shots on net, or 11 shots and 5 or 6 shots on net. So they did connect a few really high danger chances, almost tucked away. I mean, he could have had 2 goals tonight. 2 goals, 1 assist would have been awesome, but he's gonna get on the board here very soon. It's just a matter of time. He's peppering the goalie, with a ton of shots. Great to see. Finishing up that first period, Vlasic was playing pretty sound. Even Korchinski, very impressive first NHL game. Also controlled the puck, skated very well. Didn't get beat trying to pinch or he loves taking the puck on the rush, so he didn't get caught playing upwards. So that's good. Mrazek starting in the first period, amazing saves, saves that usually go in right for Mrazek. It's funny to see him play that way, but that's awesome stuff. So he was playing very solidly. Going into the second period here, um, his line with Donato and Taylor Hall, I mean, they they seemed like more gelled, like comparing back to the preseason. Even it just seemed different today. Battling harder, like towards the net, getting shots on net. Taylor Hall was a little more in control. But in that second period, there, Crosby did get on the board. Mrazek was he was out of position, more towards like the right side of the net, lost his stick, and Crosby just went top shelf with it. Nice shot, Sid the Kid there. And we also challenged for offsides, so hoping that they would reverse that goal there. But looking at that replay, um, I'm pretty sure it was offsides. When the defenseman stick handled the puck at the blue line, and it did seem like it crossed just for that little bit. And what you do have to call that offsides because you can't do that. But that goal did stand, so it was 2-0. A little later on, Ryan Donato gets on the board, making it a 2-1 game. That was Bedard's first NHL point. That was pretty sick play there on the left boards by the benches. Just a smart play. He Bedard banks it off the boards because he was like double teamed, so he passes it behind his back off the boards. Bounces to Vlasic that's just rushing towards the net, gets a shot on net, and Donato gets a little deke in front of the net, just trying to get some space, and he tucks it in there. That was a 2-1 game. Great stuff from Donato. Loved how he played tonight. Thought he looked real good on that line one, which is good because didn't look great during the preseason, but that's good to see that they're starting to gel now, and definitely neat to see that for that line one. So that is great stuff. Let's see here. Second period. I believe this is second period. Yes. 2-1 was ending the second period. Bedard just letting it rip. Like I said, Korchinski, he was flying. He definitely looks comfortable right now. He looks like he can play in the NHL, and that's a great thing for this year. Depending on how long that they want to keep him up here with the Hawks, we'll see. But he did look very good tonight. That's great for Korch, Mrazek, keeping us in the game. Uh, just played great. Made saves that he doesn't usually make, but he was playing his heart out. And man, to do that in game one for the rookies, their first game, getting on the board too, it's just great to see. And another power play comes our way. We did not capitalize on that one, but Cole Gutman later on, he did tie it up. Pretty nice snipe. I think it was top shelf here. Um, Pretty close into the net. Kachuk was on the left boards, throws it down center. Double A throws it on net, misses. Seth Jones to Gutman, top shelf, around the point area, right side of the point, and Gutman just puts it up there. Good shot, ties the game. That's what we want to see. Young players making plays. It's awesome. Cole Gutman was impressive last year, right? Towards the end of the season there, and that's great to see him get on the board there, tying up a big game. And Jason Dickinson makes the game 3-2 on a sort of one timer from, I believe it was Corey Perry, um, or Nick Foligno. It might have been Foligno. Um, let's see here. I think it was, but it was a really nice goal. One timer, just kind of fell on his knees. Seemed like, yeah. Corey Perry throws it over. Jason Dickinson, one timer from that slot area, and that's awesome. Everyone's pumped. The bench is pumped. First game. Just great to see that comeback because we were down uh, 2-0, and just see the squad fight back like that in the first game of the season. That's awesome stuff. Nick Foligno, empty net goal with like a minute 25 ish to go in the game. Makes it 4-2. Hawks win. Uh, Bedard's debut. Stat line 21 minutes on ice, 11 shot attempts, 5 shots on goal, which is awesome. One assist, secondary. Just, I mean, very impressive. Mrazek, outstanding. Dickinson, 2 points, one assist, one goal. Great stuff from the squad today. But looking uh, forward to tomorrow night against the Bruins, should be the same lineup. I believe Arvid Soderblom is in net on this Wednesday game versus the Bruins. So we'll see what he has hanging around with the Bruins. Obviously, not as good as they used to be, right? Losing Bergeron and Krejci down the middle. So this is going to be a test, a testing game for the Hawks here. Young team. We got some vets. This was a really fun game to watch. And if you want to follow us more on Chicago Blackhawks Central on YouTube and Twitter, and all of our podcasts are in the description, right? The links. Great game. Looking forward to the Bruins on Wednesday night here. And let's go, Hawks.